Hey everybody, this is Emily Olson. Welcome back to Daily Connection. I have been away for a few weeks and some of it was sort of unavoidable, and some of it is what we're going to talk about tonight. And so I wanted to make sure to hop on and share a little bit about what's been going on. So if you're new to Daily Connection and new to who I am, my name is Emily Olson. I'm a coach, I'm a speaker, and my calling in life is to equip midlifers to create an integrative plan of growth and impact in a sustainable way by focusing on intentional margin, boundaries, and rest. And if that sounds intriguing to you, please follow my YouTube channel here. You can find me on other social media platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram as well. But that's who I am, and that's what I'm passionate about in this world. How we struggle so hard to get stuff done. And it is so often the striving that really holds us back. And so we are called to rest, to make space, to make margin, to create boundaries, to do that in order that we can live, in order that we can thrive. So that's what I'm about. So I wanted to share a little bit tonight about what's been going on. So life got a little unexpected. I've been going through some vocational discernment, not necessarily about what I do, but whether or not there's something else that I need to be doing in addition. And so I really asked God a lot about that. And so I'd been going through a lot of kind of ups and downs in that process. Plus, there were some things sort of personally that came up that I needed to deal with. I'm fine. My family's fine. So, but it was really important that I attended to those things. And I'm a firm believer that there are times to step away from the things that you're doing, whether that's your work, whether that's your hobby, whether that's, a hustle on the side. I don't care for that word all that much, but if you have sort of a business you're building or an endeavor you're trying to do outside of a regular job, I'm a firm believer that there are times to do that. However, I also know that there are things that I could have been doing a little bit better to remain consistent, to serve you all here in the digital universe, to share the message that God has given me to share, and to be doing it in a much more consistent way. And so I do want to apologize for that because that's something that I'm not proud of. And it actually has been my growing edge over pretty much my adult life. I mean, I'm I'm a creative type as a business person. I'm fortunate that I feel like I'm pretty balanced left brain, right brain, but it's some of this consistency that is meaning to be self motivated to do some of these things, even though I know that they're right, even though I know that they are things that I need to do to connect and help other people. So I just wanted to share that with you that, that's something that I have always had a challenge with. And I have taken some pretty incredible steps this month, I must say, to ensure that doesn't happen again, that these things don't fall by the wayside, because I have been entrusted with so much, just as you have been entrusted with so much. You have been. We have been given not only this gift of life, but that each person is here on the planet for a reason. And one of the most honorable things you can do to your creator is to take the time to understand and discern and focus in and get serious. Not that you don't have a good time doing it, but get serious about what it is that he has equipped you to do. What has he gifted you to do? We all have that. And we struggle through life and sometimes unfortunate situations and people that we're exposed to or ideas that we're exposed to or mindsets that are not healthy that make us believe that we don't have that. Every single person has that. Imagine for a minute if every single person on the planet actually was doing what it was that they were gifted and equipped and called to do. regardless of where they were, regardless of what country you live in, what kind of job it is, what kind of income you make. But if we were actually all playing to our strengths and learning how to succeed in that way, and by doing that, then you create the margin and the rest that you need to be energized, to be refocused, to be healed, to really understand and be able to go the distance for the things that you are called to do, the things that you are gifted to do. So again, there are some things that I've taken some pretty drastic measures to do, so that I stay focused on what my mission is in this world, the thing that I believe that God has called and equipped and used all of my past life experience to get to this point, to share with you, with groups that I speak with my clients that I have as coaching clients. So if all that sounds good to you, if it resonates in you, if you know that you're ready to do those kinds of things, I'd be glad to talk. Like I said, I do one-on-one coaching, I do speaking. I'd be glad to connect with you if I can help and if I can serve you in some way. And if we can walk and go the distance and kind of help you get to that point, not only in sort of the grand scheme of what your life goals are or how you are gifted in this world. I mean, that's definitely a part of it, but it's also about being intentional in the rest of your life, in your work, whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you work for someone else and you have, a corporate job or an office job or a service job, whatever those are, your work, your overall wellness, your personal wellness, your physical wellness, your emotional wellness, your nutritional wellness, all those things, super important. Your relationships, who are you surrounding yourself with? What does that look like right now? How can you be intentional to make sure that those relationships stay healthy, that they grow? And then in your own personal and spiritual growth, what are you doing to feed your mind and your heart with positive things that help you be equipped to help others? And how are you spending time with the Lord? How are you doing that? How are you making sure that you actually take time to listen? I mean, a lot of us do Bible study, do devotions, but are we taking the time to actually sit and listen and wait for his direction? Sometimes he calls us to act right away, and sometimes he calls us to wait, and sometimes we don't stay still long enough to hear which one it is that we need to do. I'm still refining that skill for sure. So I'd be glad to connect with you. Drop a comment here, or if you're watching the replay in a social media platform, definitely do that as well. I would be glad to connect with you to see about really creating that plan, a whole plan for your work, your wellness, your relationships, and your personal and spiritual growth, so that you can actually be intentional. And we focus on those things by intentional action, and then rest, boundaries, margin, really investing in the things that matter the most. So thanks so much, you guys, for joining me here on Daily Connection. Please do, one of the best action steps you can do is to follow me here on YouTube. So if you're seeing this on another platform, please go to my YouTube channel and follow me there. That's where I'm going to be building more of this content so that I can share it across lots of different places. And definitely drop a line if there's something I can do for you professionally. If you're looking to connect with a coach that will help you to that next place, I'd be glad to do that. If you have a place that you might want to be having someone come and speak on one of these topics, I'd be glad for that too. Or if there's some way that I can pray for you, please let me know. I would love to connect with you. So thanks so much, you guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next episode of Daily Connection.